Okay, so this was a fucking Sky Striker game that went to turn 15, which I still can't believe. My Chaos Thunder Dragons have a pretty bad matchup versus Sky Strikers, is what I'm learning after having fought like six or seven of them. Okay, where is my mouse? Okay. We're gonna lead off with an Aloof Lupine. This is the combo, but we get effect Veilered. That sucks. But it's okay, we can still pitch a Dragon Dark. And they opened double hand trap. That sucks. So my turn is over, and I'm down a bunch of cards. And at this point, I was like, well, unless they're playing a shitty deck, I just lose. I set the poly as a bluff. Polymerization is kind of bad in this deck. You use it as an emergency button when everything else fails. And it's Sky Striker. Okay, so first they're gonna mecha and um, banish a monster from my graveyard. This is their first mistake, because that actually triggers my Dragon Dark banish effect. I get to search Thunder Dragon Fusion. This was maybe a mistake. I don't have... I have two Thunder Dragons in banish zone slash graveyard slash on the field. I need three. So this is dead still, but my thought process was Sky Striker doesn't kill you very fast, and I'm gonna need to be able to get the Titan out eventually. Okay, so mobilize engage, they're going to add Ray, drop Ray, swap Ray out into Hayate to start the Poke Fest, direct attack, and pitching. One moment. They pitched multi roll, presumably to get it back later. Hayate into Shizuku. You pretty much always end your turn on Shizuku. Shizuku effect to get a afterburner, which is the destruction. Okay, I draw the Raigeki. I pop it here, but it's gonna trigger Ray. They get Ray back. I'm like, well, I can walk over Ray. I forget that Ray can tag out. They tag out into Kaina and negate my attack. So that's my turn. I really had no options though. Okay, Kaina tag out. Kagari, which is the one that lets them add a spell. They're going to take engage back. They have two engage. That blows. Kagari into Hayate. So far they're playing it really well. I feel like they're making all the right moves. Um, and there they pitched the jamming waves. Destroy a monster on the field, destroy a spell trap. Hayate tag out into kinda use the afterburner to get rid of my dog and my poly. Kind of to get some life. I get to trigger my dog since they destroyed it, which the Aloof Lupine wasn't doing anything, and it's not really material for much, so giving me a Dragon Dark was probably a mistake. But either way, they're still very ahead. Mobilize Engage for the uh, Eagle Booster kind of effect to get some life. Avarice to recycle everybody just kind of blows. Now they have so many cards. I really don't understand how I haven't lost this game already. I feel like on this turn they made a mistake where they could have pushed. Yeah, Metal Foes Fusion, and they're gonna set three, go into Shizuku because it's the end of their turn. And let's see if my Thunder Dragon Fusion Gambit paid off. Is it gonna be live this turn? Oh, and Area Zero added. Okay. Lupine. This is good. Unless it gets Widow Anchored. It gets Widow Anchored. And actually, this is an interesting thought process, because banishing is cost, so I'm gonna get Dragon Dark off no matter what. And they know I have 3 Thunder Dragons now. Do I? No, I don't. What the fuck? I'm gonna have 3. They know I have the Thunder Dragon fusion, and they know I'm gonna be able to use it this turn. So I think their big misplay here was not saving the Widow Anchor for the Titan and or the Colossus. I think we make Colossus here because we're gonna use Dark to add a regular Thunder Dragon, pitch a Thunder Dragon to add a Thunder Dragon. Now we have 3 Thunder Dragons. We can go into Colossus or Titan. Oh, I'm pitching both. Why am I filling up the graveyard? I don't remember why I was filling up the graveyard. Oh, for Levianeer. Okay. Got enough material to pop 2 with Levianeer, which is pretty big. I get to destroy both the back row. That's the Eagle Boosters and the Hornet Drones gone. And now I can Thunder Dragon Fusion for the Titan, which puts 2 Thunder Dragons back in, so I can loop Thunder Dragon even more. So this was a huge turn, and this is why they should have saved the Widow Anchor. Like, they couldn't have known I had Levianeer, but they knew I was going to get the Titan out. So first pop the Shizuku. Ray comes out. Try to punch over Ray. Goes into Kaina. And then gets Rose, which I wasn't expecting. I should have just popped the Ray with another Thunder Dragon. But I can do that now. Loop it and pop, I believe. Oh, I don't get to trigger the pop? Why? Yeah, I was confused when this happened during the game, too. Is it a Kaina effect? No, Kaina only negates an attack. Yeah, Rose. Rose negated me. Okay. So I should have read cards there. And I should have popped first. But now they get to make Zeke. They can banish my Colossus. Afterburner my Levianeer. Upstart. I feel like the upstarts might have been a mistake too, because that's a big part of why this game went on even longer. They put their Hayate clock back even further. They fucking top deck the multi-roll. I was really salty about that. They opened 2 hand traps. They top deck the multi-roll at the perfect moment. Multi-roll into multi-roll. Alright, we're swapping out a Zeke for Kagari. Kagari's gonna add, I believe, a Widow Anchor. No, Kagari's gonna add an Engage. I would have considered the Widow Anchor, but Engage for the Widow Anchor. I guess that lets them draw an extra card, so I'm wrong. Buffed Kagari gets to punch over my wolf. But again, they maybe shouldn't have punched over the wolf quite yet, because I get to use his effect to get a Dragon Dark back. And now I have material to at least play the video game. Uh, I think they should have acknowledged the Lupine isn't that dangerous and sort of built up a board to OTK me. And we topped at Chaos Space, which is pretty good. Okay, so Dragon Dark, add a Dragon Dark. Chaos Space, pitch a Dragon Dark. Add a Valkyria. Valkyria, banish a Dragon Dark. Thunder Dragon Fusion to get a Dragon Matrix. Chaos Space to draw a card. And to put my Titan back. We get out the Wyver Burster, we normal the Dragon Matrix, we use my special effect to tribute for Colossus, get a Dragon Matrix, and now, since we have 2 material, we can go into Anaconda. And they're gonna, again, they Widow Anchor the Anaconda here? No, I guess that's what they had to do, because it threatens Titan, and the turn's about to end anyways. Okay, so I'm just gonna hard use the special condition to get Titan out. Punch over Kagari. We could have had Colossus and Titan, but we had to bait out the Widow Anchor eventually. There's Ray. And this is still going. We're only on turn 8. Okay, I'm gonna quick effect dump my Dragon Matrix to get a pop with Titan. And I believe I pop multi-roll? Yeah, fuck multi-roll. Area 0, let's see if he gets a hit. Thank the Lord, he whiffs on Area 0. Punching over my Anaconda. Into Zeke. Um, Suiciding into the Titan to get the Hayate effect. Get Ray back out into Shizuku because the turn is ending. Now, depending on what I top deck, Ash Blossom, not amazing. We can just punch Shizuku here. Ray comes back. I can't really do anything about that. Do 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 do. I'm a little afraid to use the fast forward button. He actually has a target for my Ash Blossom. I presumably could have saved that for a mobilize engage, but I feel like stopping the search I kind of had to. He's doing the right thing here in Hayatang to get more damage in. He needs to close out this game. And into Zeke to banish the Titan, presumably. Yep. Oh no. He goes into Phoenix. I think he only has one Zeke and it's in the graveyard is the problem. I'm not sure what the point of making Phoenix was. I'm gonna hard allure. He's gonna imperm. That was my fault for playing allure in a column that had one of his set spell traps. I could have avoided that. And we're using Mecha Eagle Booster to protect the Phoenix. Alright, we can protect our Titan here, which this was big mistake number 2. He knows I get to banish 2 to protect my Titan. And specifically, look at the log. I banished a Dragon Dark and a Lupine, so I get to trigger 2 effects. Or rather, I get to trigger the Collapse Serpent and chain block my Dragon Dark with it, because the Collapse Serpent was destroyed. So he gave me a lot of ammo here. Gets a Mobilize Engage off the Area 0. Not much to do about that. Engage for Ray. And we're popping Maneuver to try and destroy me, but I get to banish 2 more, which gets me even more fuel. Ray. That second attempt to destroy the Titan wasn't that bad. I feel like since he had committed to the line of trying to exhaust my resources, uh, it was okay, but it's only 2 cards from the graveyard to protect him, and I have 9, so it's kind of futile. Zeke, or not Zeke, Hayate. He's very close. He just needs to live 2 more turns, but he left his Hayate out. I finally draw an MST so I can get rid of the Area 0. We can Matrix to get a pop. Oh, we can't get a pop. We were negated again. I forgot. I forgot that twice this game. Some serious misplays. That was just a bunch of banishing shenanigans to get material on the field. I could have gone into a link too, but I just wanted to leave the bodies there to do something next turn since I know he's already used his Raigeki. Shizuku gives me a Collapse Serpent, So that was neutral. Probably should have punched the Dragon Dark. I get to use Dragon Dark effect to put a card on the top of my deck. In this case, I put Levianeer. And we have, I can banish lights and darks to get a pop, or I could banish triple light to, or triple dark to get rid of the last card in his hand. Either is good. I think I go for the pop here. Yep. Pop Shizuku, and that's the game. Because we can pitch Trigger Titan, pop the Ray. He doesn't have anything else. And just swing in. Okay, so that was pretty fun. He played the first 2 or 3 turns perfectly, in my opinion. He really had me on the ropes. He didn't close out the game, and he decided to walk into resource loops for me and give me advantage, especially in the late game around turn 10 and stuff. Uh, I don't know if he just wasn't reading my cards or if he thought he needed to try and get me to loop through my deck as fast as he was looping through his. But it was definitely not the play. So if you want to learn anything from the Sky Striker player, copy how he played the first 2 to 3 turns.